In reception, we have two class teachers, Miss Brunt and Mrs. Hilton. We also have three teaching assistants, Mrs. Leach, Mrs. Gonzaga and Mrs. Ali. In reception, we work together as a unit, so even though your class teacher might be Mrs. Hilton, your child might be taught phonics by Mrs. Gonzaga. As you already know, we have two different doors to drop off. We have the big double doors where everybody comes in the morning, and then we have the two separate doors for R1 and R2. Times of the school days are 8:45 until 3:15. The children will eat their dinner at 11:15 until 12:30. It is really important if your child's not going to be coming in that day that you ring the school to let them know so we know what's up with them. Please bring your child on time because at 9 a.m. the gates will be closed, so then you'll have to bring your child to the office. If your child has to self-isolate or the school bubble closes, then their school learning will be set on Microsoft Teams. Your child has already been sent home with their login details, so this is where you'll find all their home learning and it will be set each day. Your child will receive an English, Maths and a topic activity to complete daily, and your child's teacher will be online daily to give feedback to your child's work to ensure that they're doing the work properly, and if you've got any questions they're there to answer anything. So the children, when they're coming into school, they must wear the correct uniform, so it's either the cardigans or the jumpers with the school logo on, a white shirt and then a skirt or a pinafore, and trousers for the boys. Please can we make sure that the children are coming in with black school shoes, and make sure that you put their names in each piece of clothing because that's how they get lost. It is really important to note that the children do go outside and play no matter what the weather, so you need to make sure that they're coming in with big winter coats if it's cold outside, with hats, scarves, wellies if it's raining, and make sure that the children are able to fasten the coats because we've got 60 children in reception and it's really hard to zip them all up. So practice zipping coats up at home. All reception and Key Stage 1 children are entitled to a free school meal. However, if you do prefer to send your child in with a healthy packed lunch, that's fine. All that we ask is that you do it at the start of every term, so there's no swapping in between the terms. If you've said a packed lunch, then you need to stay on with that for the whole term. Your child will have fruit and milk available during the day. We usually do have this at the end of the day, and in the morning when they come in, they have half of a bagel. If your child does have any allergies, please do let school know so we can let the kitchen staff know, and when we're having snack, we're aware of that. How we begin learning to read at school. So at Deep Plish, we have the Read Write Ink phonics scheme. We start off with the first initial sounds, and then we move on to the Read Write Ink reading books. The reading books are really good because they only include the sounds that the words that the children can sound out. These books are sent home to read at home with you. In reception, we promote regular reading together. The children have opportunities to share a range of books, both fiction and non-fiction. This will take place in provision, during carpet time, and in their phonics lessons. As we're reading the stories to the children, we will ask them lots of different questions, such as what can you see, what do you think is happening, why do you think this might be happening, what did you like? And we also focus on the author, the illustrator, and the blurb. So if you could do this at home, this would be amazing. The reading process at Deep Plish. So each child will have an Oxford reading tree and a phonics reading book each week. Parents are expected to read with their child every day. Books will be swapped weekly as long as the children can read the book and talk about them confidently. If they're not able to do this, then the same book will be sent home so you can practice. Alongside the children's reading book, there is a reading diary. Now, this reading diary is for you, so every time you read with your child, you can write a little comment to the teacher and then sign it off that you've read with your child. The teacher will be able to read all these comments, but we do not write in the reading diary. That is just for you. So important things to remember for home. So it's important to make reading fun. So you could do this by at bedtime, maybe not getting out your Oxford Reading Tree book. You could get a nice storybook to share with the children. Remember that words are all around, so not necessarily just in a storybook. You can talk about all the different signs that you might see when you're shopping or going for a walk. And practice words and books when it is convenient for you and your child. So if your child isn't feeling very well that day or is a little bit tired, or you know that your child isn't wanting to read that day, then that's completely up to you. Make sure it fits in with your routine. How children's writings develop. So to the left, you can see a table of the different phases that the children go through when writing. So they start off with drawing pictures, maybe little scribbles next to the pictures, and then they go on to writing just some random letters that they've picked up from phonics. Then they begin writing sentences, and all the way through until they are able to write in paragraphs. As the children are going through these different phases, it is really important to know that it is really complex business. So first, the children need to use the correct pencil grip. They need to hear the sound in the word that they want to write, recognise and remember what letters look like, remember to start the letter and how to form it, have a well-developed fine motor skills to then be able to write the letter, collect ideas about what they want to write, and then there's punctuation. Here is a diagram of the different phases that the children go through when developing their handwriting. It's really important that we encourage the tripod graphs, so we're modelling the tripod graphs. If we're seeing that the children aren't using the correct grips, then we're showing them the correct way. So our math lessons are daily. They're around 20 to 30 minutes long. We do use a lot of concrete resources to explore the different methods within mathematics. Children are challenged throughout questioning during their input, and then the different activities are then put into provision for them to be doing independently. As well as this, we have the Mathletics, which is the online learning. Within our math sessions, we do follow the number block scheme. The long-term plan enables children to be exposed to each strand of the early years framework. The number block scheme is preparing the children for the maths no problem, as it teaches them the same strategies. The number blocks is engaging for the children in a fast pace, and the video clips provide a hook for language development. Thank you for reading and listening. If you have any questions, please just ask the member of reception either in the morning or at the end of the day. Thank you.